Hi guys, Blake from footballboost.co.uk here, and today we're unboxing and reviewing Umbro's 3rd generation speed boot in the form of the Velocita Pro 3. Don't get caught, the simple objective for any attacking player who need to beat defenders with raw pace and aggressive acceleration, and this is the inspiration behind Umbro's 3rd gen speed boot. So in January 2015, Umbro launched their 1st gen Velocita under the slogan Glory for All, and the Solo at the time was the brand's lightest ever football boot at the weight of 165 grams or 5.8 ounces. Folding the page over to January 2016, and the Velocita Pro 2 was launched under the slogan Fast Forward, and again was another lightweight speed released by the British brand. Solid improvements were made with the tongue and upper structure, while most of the boot remained the same as the 1st generation. Not even a year old, and the 3rd generation of Velocita dropped in mid-November 2016, and their new face for the Solo was England and West Ham winger Mikel Antonio. Quite uniquely, West Ham's kits are supplied by Umbro, which meant Antonio switching to the speed cleat would result in a perfect tie-in with a London-based club. The boot itself is very lightweight and it is targeted for wingers and forwards, and is also headlined by the likes of Mauricio Pinilla in the Italian Serie A. Umbro now have 4 boot silos on the market for 4 different purposes. Their Speciale Eternal is their heritage cleat designed for comfort and a traditional touch on the ball. The UX Akiro is designed for enhanced control. The Velocita Pro 3 is designed for speed and pace, and the Medusa Pro is virtually a combination of the Speciale and Velocita in one. Now price wise, the Velocita Pro can be regarded as one of the most affordable speed boots on the market at just a modest £135 or 170 US dollars. Considering the other speed boots on the market such as the Vapor 11 or the X16.1, which price in at much higher prices, if you were looking for a speed boot this winter but didn't want to pay the premium of a Superfly Vapor or X, you could go for the Velocita Pro 3. The Velocita 3 Premier is a scaled down version of the Pro version and prices in at £60, which again may seem like a good option if you are a player on a budget. In addition, special hard ground and soft ground versions are available as well for the Velocita Pro 3. Previous designs and colorways for the Velocita have included some very bright and modern designs, including the Bluebird edition launched in September 2016, the Marine edition launched in April 2016, the Cactus edition launched back in November 2016, while the Blackout Trimess edition is probably my favorite edition, revealed back in November 2015. The Velocita Pro 3 is all about being lightweight. Roughly 160 grams is what we are looking at for this option, which actually makes it one of the lightest boots on the market behind Puma's EvoSpeed SL2 ranges. Something like the Superfly, Hybrium, Vapor, X or Pure Chaos weigh in at roughly 190 grams or more in terms of weight. Both the previous 2 generations weighed in at around the same weights as well. Features wise, the Velocita Pro 3 opts for a special tri-layer construction of the upper, which in hand and on feet is very soft and lightweight. When we get to the on feet sections at the end of the video, you'll just see how thin the upper is. A neoprene mesh is used on the rear foot and an air mesh is used on the forefoot to provide a barefoot feel on the ball, while still remaining super lightweight, flexible and responsive. In addition, a TPU outer skin is used to ensure maximum durability and a close touch on the ball, similar to the Nike skin or vacuum skin seen on Nike and Adidas's Pro level options. The lightweight upper lacing system and no-tongue design merges with the heat welded cage in the midfoot in the trademark A-frame design to offer lightweight stability and reduced movement inside the boot. In terms of collars, this boot itself looks like it does have a collar, but it's simply that neoprene mesh material spanning onto the ankle region of the boot, compressing the ankle for added responsiveness while still remaining lightweight. Like what is seen on the X16.1 and A17.1 Prime Knit by Adidas, the boot utilizes a no-tongue design for the first time in the boot's history, which merges with the mesh material to lock down your midfoot in place with the laces. This is by far the biggest improvement over the previous 2 Velocita generations. Now let's get on to the Soleplate, and it features the same chassis seen on the previous 2 generations, utilizing a speed out sole to offer lightweight strength, speed and acceleration, while the same diamond pattern stud system is used for aggressive agility and responsiveness. Design wise, Umbro have taken inspiration from the West Ham colours to produce a colourway dubbed Dawn Blue, Carbon, Fairy Red, Spectre Green. The design works perfectly with West Ham's away kit on the feet of Antonio. Overall, design wise, it doesn't float our boat here at footballboost.co.uk, but I imagine many will like this design. The trademark double diamonds Umbro logo is presented in the centre of the boot on the A-frame cage, while Fairy Red colours the rear portion and white colours the front portion of the boot. The sole plate is white, while touches of Fairy Red colour the stud tips. So quite a modern design for the 3rd gen Velocita Pro. Fit wise, the boots are not the worst in terms of fitting wide feet. It can be regarded as one of the better speed options for players with excessively wide feet. the mesh material does have the potential to expand and multi your feet much quicker than other synthetic materials. You would be wise to go true to size with the Velocita Pro for a perfect fit lengthwise. On feet, the upper should feel very comfortable for a synthetic boot. The mesh along with the TPU skin may be a little stiff straight out of the box, but once you've broken down the upper, it should mold to your feet very quickly. Comfort wise, it can be regarded as one of the best in terms of lightweight speed boots. Protection wise, you won't be helped by the super thin upper, but overall comfort is quite good. When touching the ball with the boots, the upper does feel very thin and barefoot and does offer true purchase when striking the ball, and it almost feels like you have no boots on at times. When striking the ball for shooting, it felt very true and barefoot. The upper can be almost too thin, whereas something like the Medusa or Speciale Eternal would provide added support and protection when striking the ball. But overall striking the ball felt good, true and very clean. The Soleplate itself was very stiff straight out of the box, and the first few break-in sessions were a little difficult because the upper was almost too thin and lightweight for the stiff Soleplate, but overall, like any boot, once broken down the fit just got better and better. One cause for concern would be durability. The upper is very thin and I felt like it could rip from the Soleplate, from rough challenges, from defenders, or in general wear and tear over time. Pros wise, the best things about the Velocita Pro 3 would easily be the weight. We are looking at a boot which weighs around the 160 gram mark, making it much lighter than most speed boots on the market right now. Also, comfort levels are quite good for this speed boot, and as well as that, the boot should fit any foot type out there. Now, the negative aspects of this boot would be durability. The boot seemed a little too cheap in places for our likings, and this sort of made sense in our heads of why the boot is just £135 for a pro level option. Protection levels were very poor as well. If you wanted a more supportive Umbro option, there's also the Speciale Eternal or Medusa available as well. Overall, I think the Velocita Pro 3 is a solid improvement from the previous two generations, and for a boot of a £135 price tag, may seem like the perfect option for a winger or striker this winter. Personally, I would go for a high quality option such as the Vapor 11, Superfly or Pure Chaos based on durability and overall performance qualities. That's all we have to say for the Velocita Pro 3. Are you going to try this Velocita this winter? Please vote in a poll card now. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, we'll see you next time.